નમસ્તે. બહુ વખતે જોયા.
તમે આવો ને તો
આવીએ.
કેમ છો કોકિલાબેન?
કેમ છો?
બસ મજામાં. I think senior people need this lecture.
Yeah, you designed it for senior people.
Yeah. No, for all, because it is bilateral. No?
Right. We all turn senior. I mean, I also turned senior now. So if you go by definition, 65 years is a quite senior person.
Yeah. Your completed 65? Oh.
Yes, January I'm completing 65.
Oh, very nice.
સાહેબની બુક વાંચતો તો આજ સવારે વહેલો ઉઠી ગયો તો સાહેબની પેલી છેલ્લી બુક છે વાંચતો તો એજિંગ નું.
જગદીશભાઈ,
I read few chapters.
હમણાં જગદીશભાઈ કઈ બુક લખો છો?
ના, હમણાં તો આર્ટિકલ્સ લખું છું.
અચ્છા.
આપણા કેજીપી બુલેટિનમાં એક આવશે.
અચ્છા.
So, Tushar, I will introduce you first and then we'll go. Already we are all live on the YouTube.
Okay.
So let me first introduce you, then we'll start the session.
Okay,
so,
fine, sir.
Good morning and welcome back to Saturday Club meeting. And today we have a very interesting topic about digital technology for older people and healthy aging. And speaker is Dr. Tushar Choksey, who is a very well-known techno-savvy anesthesiologist in Baroda. He is a multifaceted personality with varied interest, and he's a very popular speaker at national level too. In fact, we had him in February 2022 when he talked about metaverse, and it was liked by so many. And if you look at the YouTube, there are more viewers on for this talk than any other talk. So, Tushar, you are very popular indeed.
Thank you, sir.
Start the session now.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I will share my screen first. You can see it.
Yes, we can see it.
You can see my second slide.
Yes, we can hear.
Okay.
See
okay. So I'm very thankful to Saturday Club. It is always in my heart since we started 50 years back by Dr. Satish Shah, and for 48 hours it was run by physically. And now it is online, and all the efforts goes to the Dr. Satish Pandya's team. And I'm very happy to deliver this lecture in my own club. So today's my topic is digital technology for older person and healthy aging, from vulnerable to valuable. See, this topic I had given first lecture to on 17th May in Engineering, Telecommunications and Electronic Society of Baroda in Vanijya Bhavan. And it was so popular, then I thought that this lecture should be taken to in our medical fraternity also. So it is a little bit social with medical specialty lecture. So my lecture highlights will be introduction, definition of the old age-related physiological changes, what old age people say. I have created one poem for old people. What are the digital technologies, their definitions, aims of digital technology in older person, advantage of digital technology older person, division of this technology, which are these technologies, how they work in older people. Digital technologies are not silver bullets. There are some barriers to use them. And I had created a solution how to overcome this with the old people. And another topic, little bit, is healthy aging and definition by WHO. Tips for the senior people, how to stay healthy and with the digital technology. Some terminology which we are hearing in healthy aging. And I have seen some useful mobile apps which I will share with you. And I will discuss about the case, how digital technology is useful with my mother and my uncle who is staying in Bombay. And at the end, I will start with the conclusion. So if you see that 17th May is celebrated as a World Telecommunication and Information Society Day. On this day, I have delivered a lecture, and the theme was in that by World Digital Technologies for Older Person and Healthy Aging. So world is digital and population is becoming aging. If you see that in 2050, the world population will be around 10 billions. Just now it is 7.5 billions. And by 2050, the number of people aged 65 years or older is projected to reach 2.1 billion. Just now it is a 10% of the population is older people. So aging in digital world is from vulnerable to valuable. And if you see this graph by UNESCO, then you see that projected global population about more than 60 years is 2.1 billion in 2050. And in this box, just now on today, the smartphone use in older people is 4 out of 10. Internet use is 50%. College education, if you see, then it is 55%. Earning is only in 25% of the people. Social media use is 40%. And confidence in technology use is 20%. That we have to create up to more than 50%. So this lecture is for that only. So by definition, if you see that how older technology is, this digital technology is useful. So the recent advances in technology and online social networking can have large implications for the health and well-being of older adults, because this digital technology can transform their life from harder to smoother areas. And this technology makes it easier for older adults to connect with their loved ones and has made life more convenient as a whole. And everybody's experiences in their family with the older people. And you see this in 25 years difference, how the computer was changed, in 40 years, how this mobile phone has changed. We are witness with this. And most of the world countries have accepted the chronological age 65 or more is a definition of old age. But there are 3 groups of the old people. If it is 65, between 65 to 74, then we call it is elderly people. If it is between 75 to 84, then they are called as the aged people. And if it is more than 85, then it is called very old people. But consider the golden statement. Old age is not a disease, because everybody is considered in the past. I'm hearing in my family, sometimes I'm hearing in my medical fraternity that this person became old. So old is like we cannot do anything with. So old is not a disease. And some of the age-related physiological changes is occurring as the age advances, and almost all physiological systems are affected, and mainly are cardiovascular, respiratory, genitourinary, gastrointestinal, endocrine, skin, musculoskeletal, nervous system, even body temperature, immune system, and psychological changes. So main effect is on brain, heart, neck, lung, skeleton. And we have witnessed that these people are suffering from so many chronic diseases, which they are also not used to with this. Like some of people have cataract, prostate, then dementia, they have tremors, everything, chronic diseases. But these system changes are affected in a 2 way in older people, as an individual and as an environmental. If you go to the individual way, then in old people, these changes of old age, they alter the behavior of the old people. Even there are age-related changes. Even in genetics also, if your father is suffering from diseases, then that disease comes in your old age, like Alzheimer's, blood pressure, diabetes, and so many things. And even chronic diseases are coming because of the age-related. Even in environment they live, in housing also. In our customs of Indian custom, people are saying that if the people is becoming more than 70 years, then their patients are neglected. They are not given prior importance, or they are just having a very family. They are only in family. They are not able to go outside. Some assistive technologies also they are not using. In some social facilities, sometimes we are not. Suppose if your father or mother is not working at the age of 70, if they are bedridden, then some social deprivation is there. Even in transport also, we see that how the old people are connected, and this way they are treated. So I have created one poem, and the heading is The Cat in the Hat. I cannot see, I cannot pee, I cannot chew, I cannot screw. Oh my God, what can I do? My memory shrinks, my hearing stings, no sense of smell. I look like hell. My mood is bad. Can you tell? My body is drooping, have trouble with popping. My golden years gone with loss of bone. I'm everywhere, handle with care. So this poem itself says that we should handle all these people very carefully, and this digital technology will transform them as they are having a very good advantage. In this era, everybody should learn how this digital technology is helpful to the older people. So what are these technologies? Digital technologies. These digital technologies are electronic tools, systems, devices, and resources that generates or store or processes the data. So digital learning is any type of learning that uses technology. Either it may be social media, online games, health gadgets, computer, mobile phones, multimedia, whatever way. This is called a digital technologies. And they run through the some of the medias like internet, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, metaverse in artificial intelligence. This metaverse will change the digital technology era in coming years. So certain aims to use digital technology in older people and how it is to be used. The first aim is to work together to bring older person online. Out of 100% older people, hardly, I told you 40% older people are online. They are using smartphone, but they are restricted to use their online social medias. So supporting the elderly independence and facilitating care, promoting even mental health and emotional health by engaging their the physical activity, engaging their mental activity, mental and physical well-being, to empower them to make the use of digital technology, to take their rightful place in the global community, promoting healthy behaviors. They should meet their friends by even connecting medias like WhatsApp, YouTube, even sometimes with the video calling, and to prevent or reduce illness and disability, neutralizing the overwhelming demand for healthcare. Sometimes some chronic diseases, they have a very detrimental effect on the older age people. So they think that I should not live in this world. So at that time, they should be engaged with the social activities or in the physical activity or in their mental activity by this digital technology. And believe me, 99% of the people of old age, they are thinking that we are useless in the society. And this is a very true phenomena. And so that this digital technology, they can overcome as a blessings of their life. So what are the advantage of this digital technology in older person? First is ability to enhance and enrich the lives of the older adults by facilitating better interpersonal relationship. They're engaged with their social medias, they are engaged with their loved ones, they are engaged with their daughters, sons, even the sister, brothers, whatever way. So they feel that I'm everywhere and I can talk with all my family members. To emerge from social isolation by strengthening their contact with the outside world, not outside world, even inside world, to monitor, support, or improve activities of daily living, personal health or safety, mobility, communication, and physical activity. Sometimes older people say that we are not able to go outside for even some physical activity by walking, for even running or some gym activities. So for that also, some people have some physical activity at home also. There are some apps are available. So this digital technology even transfer their life, not even in the outside world, but inside world also. Help to overcome the feeling of being isolated by engagement in their activity of their interest or boost self-confidence. Some people are religious, some people are social, some people are techno-savvy in even older age. We have an ample of examples in our medical fraternity also. At the age of more than 80, they are very active with the social media and they feel that we want to live in our life. So supports existing social activity with their friends, enhances convenience in many life domains. Sometimes I hear that after 40 or 45 years, they met their friends. Suppose somebody is 20, they left their friends after 30 years. And because of this social media, they met again after 50 years. And that is happening. Even just 5 days back, I met with my one friend after 42 years. So that is because of the digital media and social media. So to keep in touch with the family members, to keep up to date with the latest in information and advice. Nowadays, all social news apps, this election news, this religious apps, they keep these older people alive. And clearest application of digital technology used to successful aging is through its ability to keep older adults engaged with the life. So I told about religious apps, news apps, even TV, social media. They keep these older people alive and engaged with their routine activity. Apart from some people, are daily routines are still very fixed one. They are going for 2 hours religious part, 2 hours for the TV seeing. Every day they are contacting their loved ones. So they feel that okay, we are living for them and we have to live for our own esteems. How this digital technology divided, and these are the 4 ways where digital technology help the older people. First is accessible communication, and sometimes these older people are, needs an emergency assistance by this digital technology, and physical and mental well-being also done by this technology. So accessible communication, it is an engagement and communication opportunities of a personal computer with dedicated software to access resources and information on the internet. These people has to learn some of the basic principles of internet, smartphone, even some of the software, and this we have to teach them. And I have came the solution how to teach these older people if they are not able to learn. It will increase the efficiency, proficiency, and comfort when using the computer. Emergency assistance, including an alarm system with a pendant or bracelet and emergency assistant device connected to a wrist strap or necklace. Health and GPS trackers. Sometimes our old people, they are having a little bit dementia or with advanced Alzheimer's disease. So at that time, this emergency assistant like GPS tracker, if they wear the shoes, they wear the cap or they wear the clothes, then there are GPS trackers are available with a wristband and something. So we can come to know with this technology that our loved ones are where in the society, where they are in the road, when they are, we can map out, and even their health also we can see by even Wi-Fi or with internet. Physical well-being, a wristband with the pedometer, online video platform for physical exercise. There are so many apps are available to teach them the physiotherapy of these older people, simple like yoga, then some mental exercise. In mental well-being, the neurofeedback headband or electroencephalogram with iPod-supported mindfulness training and mental training on alertness with a biofeedback device. There are some neurofeedback headbands and handbands are available, and they see the distant vital parameters to their loved ones by wearing that by their internet and Wi-Fi uses. See, I want to tell you that just 15 days back, I met with this chap. He is my eldest member of my family, Dr. G.M. Tadfale, who is the alumni of KM Hospital of 1944 batch. The beauty is that he's still active as a pathologist and practices as a consultant pathologist in Dadar almost 65 years. And he is the first pioneer and supporter for ozone and chelation therapy in Mumbai. He was recently honored by the Vice Chancellor. See, beauty of this, whenever I phone him or I meet him and I ask, hey, Baba, aapki tabiyat kaisi hai? Then he always tell that I'm A1. So still active with the digital technology in share market, social ads and traveling and personal activities. This because of these digital technologies only. And still I hear that I want to cross my 100 years in my life. He's 50% deaf and 50% vision loss still, and he cannot walk without any support. But we met in Lonavala. So you see that at 96 years also, he is very inspirational. So which are the smart digital technologies for older people? There are 16 technologies I have identified. First is sensors. These sensors, see all the sensors which are in the smartphone, all the sensors which are in the radio, internet, or in the clothes, or with the metaverse, or in the artificial intelligence, they are very good for the older people to be connected with the society. Sometimes these people, they don't have any reading because of their vision loss. So sometimes in smartphone, the voice activation sensor is also very important. Then cellular connectivity via mobile phone, some smartphone monitoring apps, even on some assistive technologies, not like physical. They have their remote control. They can run with the chair, this stretcher or chair or with that. And I will advise everybody, if they have older people staying alone, then put their in their home CCTV camera, so you can monitor from distant part. And I have seen the people from staying in New Jersey. My friend has installed a camera, CCTV camera in Baroda on their father mother's activity, and he can see that how my father mother is there. Sometimes lifeline pendant and around neck and wrist, so they can have their all vitameter. Some video games, telemedicine plays a very important role in digital technology and digital older people's health, and they can talk with their doctors by telemedicines. Internet of the things, wearable devices, they can wear this smartwatch, they can have their all the pulse oximeter, blood pressures and other pulse on their own, and they can transmit by telemedicine to their doctors. Medication reminder, all these old age people are either they are suffering from poly disease, they are taking polypharmacy, and they forget because of their old age. So there are some applications and medications reminder apps are available for that. Some of the health monitoring, Bluetooth and sophisticated computers are my urge is all the people who are hearing this lecture that always give some sort of computer in your old people and teach them how it works. All the password very well to be tell to these old people. And lastly, GPS. GPS, I think one of the best digital technology for the older people, because when our old people are going outside, when suppose if we are in Baroda and he is visiting to Bombay, then in Bombay, where is he? Where is he is traveling? We can make out from GPS trackers on their physical activities. So how digital technology can target seniors? There are 5 key areas, either at home life, for their well-being, with their social life, with their mobility, and with their infotainment. So in home life, sometimes the safety, task, and home consumptions are very important. Seniors are likely to spend more time at home the older they get. That's why it is important to investigate which tech solution would best fit their needs at home. See, all this digital technology, you should ask your sons and daughters how this works, and you should learn from that. Sometimes in well-being, like health and exercise, well-being is probably the most important area, not only for the everyone, but for the seniors in particular, since they face a higher risk of disease and generally slowing down. And there's some evidence is also there. If they are engaged with this digital technology, and the risk factor of the chronic disease are slowing down. In social life, keeping contacts and social life, it is most important. Why this all social media with their video contact, with their phone, these loved ones, they can be connected with their loved ones every day. Even they can see all these religious aartis and bhajans and every day live on this YouTube or in their websites. So what else they require? They can't go to this temple or seek that prayer for this aarti or sometimes. So every day they can visit any website, they can visit any temple website, even they can visit any travel website, and they can be having a social life. Social life with this keeping contact, social life is important for all people. Seniors tend to have a narrow social life. Friends might start to becoming sick, they might be facing dementia, or they may simply be more tired of frequent social activities. So social life also includes contact with the family, but they may live too far away for daily interaction. Even mobility, personal and goods transport. Seniors' mobility is crucial for them to be able to be feel free or be able to visit somewhere or person, both in terms of walking around the neighborhoods and traveling to distance place with different forms of transport. It is not like that these older people cannot travel. They can travel, but we have to have some assistive technology in the form of digital. At the age of 96, my uncle can travel from Bombay to Lonavala. Then he should be mobile. Means not like that he cannot be, we cannot force it that you now remain in your house, you cannot travel, we will see you at your home only. It is not true. Sometimes infotainment, to get informed and entertained, it is still important for this generation of seniors to have fun late in life. In this case, infotainment and to enjoy life is important for this baby boomer generation. And it is also true that some of the infotainment, like people of this age can have playing games on this, like on video games, Sudoku, then Scrabbles, or sometimes on internet. They will be playing physically on their younger age, but on old age, they can do on the internet also. So how to make technology uses easier for this senior? There are 5 ways. If you have your older ones in your family, and if you have given smartphone or computer, then remember all these 5 things. Keep large buttons with bold font so they can see, because their visions are diminished and they can have a very narrow memory also. Adjusting the settings, screen display and hearing speakers. Opting for the simplified mobile phone models. You cannot give the higher end of the mobile, even simplified and big smartphone, big screen. Choosing voice command. Nowadays, all this these Android and iPhone applications are coming in the smartphone. Suppose any old people, they want to find out some of the travel websites or something, they won't have an interest, then they can give the voice command and they can hear in the even answer as a voice command. And saving the account settings. See, old people cannot remember sometimes passwords. I cannot say all people, but sometimes. So saving account settings also and password, then all these other important things are to be stored nicely and tell them very. So with this digital technology, chronic condition like high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, malignant tumor of any kind, lung disease, coronary heart disease, including heart attack, angina, congestive cardiac failure, emotional, nervous and psychiatric problems, they are very important. Arthritis or rheumatism and strokes. See, all these are very common in old age. So they are reduced, not they are nullified or they are not suffered. But when these are reduced, then positive things starts in that mindset. Because I have seen the old age people, initially I told you that they have a mindset that now we are becoming old and my life is very narrow and I have to die within 2-3 years and I'm not comfortable with my life. It is not like that. With this digital technology, it's a blessings in their life. So there are some empirical evidence for a link between technology and internet use for higher well-being in old age. But coin has 2 sides. This digital technology is not a silver bullet. While technology can support the elderly independent, facilitate care and promote mental health, so it is not a silver bullet. Relationships are central to older people well-being. We can teach them all this technology in their presence, but still they need our social, physical presence also. So my request is also that whenever you have your father, mother, uncle or aunt of old age, then also you visit once a week or twice a week or whatever way. But if you visit them with this digital technology or without this digital technology, they feel very good. So increasingly priority is the people age, but there is no perfect technological substitute for human age. Nowadays, all the video calling apps are available. So it creates a, like it's a, you are present in their home only. Technology can play a supportive role in maintaining the elderly relation by helping them remain in their own home and communicate with existing loved ones. Technology is not only a partial solution, but also one that introduces own set of things. I have seen sometimes so many people that if they are using smartphone and some settings are changed, then they are become very anxious. Something has gone too wrong with their smartphone, their computer. So they call their daughters or son immediately. Something is wrong in my smartphone, so please correct that. So this is also one of the negative side of this digital technology. The risk of data breaches and misuse remains high as healthcare is highly vulnerable to cyber threats and health records. It is for all these people. Prohibitive cost. Sometimes the cost is also one of the factors for using this digital technology. But technology is best leveraged as one part of the multi-pronged approach to healthy aging. This will require collaboration among multiple stakeholders with the government, business, and community organization. So these are the barriers where elderly sometimes struggle so much with these digital technologies, like big gap in technology. As a younger one, we can use all these softwares, all these smartphone with the detailed things, but sometimes this technology give big gap for the learning curve of these older people. Lack of perceived benefit or need. Even sometimes they don't see the benefits of this digital technology. Negative feeling about social media. It is very common in older people. Fear about internet safety. They say that we don't need this type of this, but it is not like that. social media sometimes very boon for this if they are having their loved ones in their family. Computer anxiety. It is also very common. I had seen so many doctors, even old age people, they are not using computer. They say that we have in our whole life, we have not used this computer. So we are not comfortable. The biological part of the struggle, hard to focus because of their old age, fear of the unknown, tricking memories, vision loss, the power of habit, lack of time, price, rushing, postponing activities, not setting a goals. So all these things, these are the barriers to learn digital technology in the old age people. So these are the barrier technology. I have come up with the solution of these barriers. In the remember always vowel A, E, I, O, U, either with physical or digital presence. I will give the examples of it. Suppose anybody wants to learn a WhatsApp in old age people, they have first time introduced their contact on WhatsApp, then how to teach them WhatsApp. So first ask the old people that you want to learn WhatsApp. Then if he says then yes, then explain how WhatsApp runs, how WhatsApp plays in society, how you can call your loved ones, video calling, how to chat, everything. Then invite them to use, but one by one, not always every day you just bombard that today for everything you teach them about WhatsApp. Today you teach them about chats. Today, then after you chat, tell them about the groups. Then you tell about them about the video calling, then about the other things. And lastly, you see that they have understood or not. Then that's why you can teach them all these solution of the digital technology. Some words about the healthy aging. WHO defines healthy aging as a process of developing and maintaining the functional ability that enables well-being in older age. So this functional ability is about having the capability that enables all people to be and do what they have reasons to value. So this includes person's ability to live safely, independently, and comfortably in one's own home and community, regardless of age, income, and competence level. So healthy aging is a continuous process, and where their goals to meet their basic needs. How healthy aging goes to meet their basic needs, whatever it may be, to learn, grow, and make decisions. They can take their own independent decision, to be mobile, to build and maintain relationship, and to contribute in the society. All these 5 goals they meet. If they are settled, then they make a healthy aging in the older people. Then there are some of the tips for the seniors. Eat healthy. Every dietitian says in older people, eat more vegetables and fruits rather than cereals and pulses. And it is very true. Reduce stress and stay positive. By even our Indian circumstances, we should not tell them they are religious, they are positive, and they reduce stress by their very socialization also. Stay connected with their loved ones. Maintain your brain with the older, this digital technology. Have regular checkups with your doctors. Get enough sleeps. Sometimes sleeps are deprived in the old age, but get sleeps even in the afternoon or in the night also. And some physical exercise, which is viable to their respected age. They should do some exercise at the bed or at the like walking, some of the yoga or something like that. So these are the healthy aging tips for the aging. So what are the components of healthy aging? Good quality of life, survival to specific age in a good health, autonomy in activity for daily living. They should not be dependent to anybody. No or only few chronic disease. These we cannot in our hand. Little or no disability. No or mild cognitive or functional impairment. High social participation. Behavior like physical activity, diet, substance and use and medication. If all these circle are positive with us, then we stay healthy in our older age also. Some terminology in healthy aging comes like e-health. This is to be learned with all the doctors who are hearing this lecture. E-health. Using digital technology for remote care includes a wide range of digital solutions within the health and social care sector. Telehealth. The remote collection of patient data such as blood pressure, implementation of the telehealth can improve care medical beneficiaries, even though some barriers have been identified. This telehealth principle is going very wide after Corona. Even telecare, the provision of remote care with the help of environmental sensor to detect, for example, 4-12 hours. And this is very important where the old people are going outside the home, where the telecare, they have wear the strap band or wristwatch. And if they fall down, then that can be noticed by the distant people who are watching on them. Telemedicine, the delivery of the medical care over distance. It can be about consultation by phone or video conference between patient and doctors. Metaverse consultant. Sometimes these old people cannot come to consulting room. So there are some ways to consult them by video calling. And in 10-15 years, metaverse consulting will be there by virtual presence of the doctors or virtual presence of their these older people. Telecoaching, a method focusing on behavioral changes to aid record. It can be delivered by different digital tools such as computer or smartphone. This telecoaching is very important for the digital technology use. We can teach them in distant. I teach my uncle in Bombay so many times by WhatsApp or by computer. Mobile health, mHealth, the use of mobile health application for self-diagnosis and health monitoring at a distance. Norway has tested the number of technologies such as automatic pill dispenser, remote COPD monitoring, and personalized health checkup. This is very important slide for all the old stage people, those who wants to learn digital technologies. And these are the apps I will personally tell them to put in their smartphone. Zoom or Microsoft Teams, a video calling app that makes it easier to see your children, grandchildren, or loved ones to no matter whether they are around the world. The app is free to download and works using your mobile phone's data or Wi-Fi. Everybody experienced with this Zoom. Everybody experienced with their WhatsApp video calling and everything. Another app is I found is What's 3 words. What 3 words gives every location on the earth a unique 3-word address. Great for the emergencies. If you need to tell emergency services precisely where you are. Pill Reminder Pro. Sometimes old people, because of some slight changes, atrophy in the brain, they forget to take the pills. And this Pill Reminder Pro will sound an alert when it is time to take your medication. Even I use this Pill Reminder Pro for my mother. Pocket Physio. Developed by Care UK, this app gives advice on the workout you should be going to keep yourself fit or healthy. This app gives directly how to do your sedentary physical therapy. Various games also, challenging games to help to keep your brain activity like crossword, Sudoku, lots of creative newer puzzles. News apps. Some people are very much interested in news. So all major newspapers and TV news outlets have apps to help break news stories quicker and to help you find the news you are looking. I remember my father, when he died 2 years back, I always see that he was totally deaf. But whenever I go to meet him, then he was telling the news came in the TV. And even I don't know. So he knows that which news came first. So he was very fond of with these news apps and TV apps. Weather apps. It is always good to have the forecast at a click of button. Social media. Stay in touch with the friends with Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram, LinkedIn. Shopping. Some people, old people are very fond of even for them also shopping. So the shopping websites also like Amazon, then Flipkart, and lastly music, film and TV. This is the primary concern with that. See, my mother is always fond of with the religious apps. So I have put 16 apps in her smartphone. So there are plenty of streaming apps to choose from. Streaming is very way of transmitting data from the internet directly onto your device without needing to download. Popular are BBC iPlayer, Netflix, and Spotify. For old age people, this physical activity with respect to age is very important. You should respect to your age also. You at the age of 80, you cannot drive the cycle or bicycle. At the age of 70 or 80, all people cannot run. So some physical exercise with respect to age, you should do that. And I have developed one how to communicate with the partially deaf old person. In my anesthesia practice, 50% of geriatric practice are deaf. Either I cannot communicate, so 50% are having hearing problem. It is sometimes difficult to communicate. Here our stethoscope will help to reversing the hands. It is only 300 rupees available, but you can talk like you are talking directly with these people. Patient will communicate, or people will communicate very nicely and simple but useful way. I have connected with my father with this stethoscope for last 10 years of his life. And I told you he was 100% deaf. He was, whenever he was hearing, having a hearing aids, then also he was, then when I started with the reversing this end of this stethoscope, I was comfortable. Initial 5 minutes when I was meeting him, he was talking with me, everything. And these are the digital technology things are available in the world. These are the some of the examples only. Stair lifts. If the people cannot lift up the stairs, then they can have these type of the stair lifts. Even GPS smart can. I told you about these boots, then these clothes and these wristbands are there available with the GPS tracker. Dignio, that is a remote care providers. Toilets, even the old age people, when they are on the washroom, if they fall down, it is very common. Then also fall down sensors are there in these toilets. Smart voice command, this Alexa, Siri, they can have their own liking songs, bhajans and everything. And they can hear with the Alexa on their, through their smartphone or their talking robots. Even sometimes now this is very common in Israel and USA. These talking robots are for the old age people's help. HoloLens for metaverse, neurofeedback headband and wristband with the health monitor. This is coming with a 100% results in our old age people. I will discuss about 2 minutes about my mother's case and my uncle's case. My mother is at the age of 82. She's very busy rather than with me also. He gets up at 6 o'clock. She's busy with their bhajans and everything every day with their smartphone. She talks with all these our family members by video calling every night. I have put a CCTV camera on her house. She's staying alone because she wants to stay alone, and she's very happy with all the day activity. Even at the afternoon, she's also hearing the songs and other liking. Even every day she sees her old films in Hindi films. So what else? And every day I'm having a talk with by messaging and everything. My uncle at Bombay is 89 years old, and he's busy with his smartphone every day. He's having a hearing loss, he's having a vision loss, but he has got a magnified glass to see on his smartphone. And every day is very much popular in our all the groups. He gives all these everyday religious through religious apps, all these transfer of these WhatsApp messages by daily aarti, then darshans and all. And see, he always gives new things. Rather, we are not knowing. So that is the way these digital technologies are helpful to old people. So in conclusion, senior citizens as a group are usually ignored when it comes to technology, such as computers, phones, and other smart devices, simply because people believe that they are too old to learn or use technology. It is not true. The use of neurofeedback headband with EEG system and accessible computer system, a wristband with the pedometer, a biofeedback device, and online video platform can bring added value to aging place. So consider these all in your loved ones, those who are older age. The identified technology that supports aging in place focus on accessible communication, emergency assistance, physical well-being, and mental well-being. Patient-centeredness is crucial when developing and evaluating technology and when integrating technology at home. It demands training, guidance, and close follow-up of older person for healthy aging. So my bottom line is that in this digital world, with digital technology, we have an ample of opportunity to transform the lives of the older people for healthy aging, which was hard to imagine couple of decades age. For their transformation is from vulnerable to valuable. They want to live their life. And with this digital technology, the inspiration has got 100-folds. So my request to end of this lecture is that you do not neglect your older one who are loved ones, your parents, your uncles. Always teach them this digital technology, how to use it. And don't think that they are neglected people. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tushar. As expected, a brilliant presentation on the very interesting topic about digital technology for old people and healthy aging. So you covered a lot of things, not only technology, but other tips on aging also. So thank you so much. And now we are open for any discussion, comments, questions.
Satish bhai,
Yes, sir.
Tushar,
Yes, sir.
very important thing, vulnerable to valuable.
Yes.
That's very important message.
Yeah.
But two things I would like to make a comment. In medical schools also, the physiological changes which occur in old age are not well covered.
Yes, yes, sir.
Most of the physiology and anatomy is about the healthy young people. The changes which occur as we age are not enough highlighted or taught to medical students. That's one thing. And as we have pediatric clinics, there are no geriatric clinics.
Yeah.
Because people in old age also need a different type of outlook from doctors and hospitals. So these are two important things I wanted to
consider
tell.
they are the baby boomers. They are baby boomers and they are considered like a child only for me. And I also consider that geriatrician in Baroda, there is no geriatrician in Baroda also. And in America, there are a specialty branch in geriatric people. Even geriatric anesthesia is also one of the specialized branch. So one must consider that geriatric patients are also very important in our medical facility.
But usually doctors avoid taking up the geriatric clinics because they don't want to spend so much time with old people.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very
sir, I
interesting
think
use of technology, definitely.
Jagdish bhai, you are using technology very nice way. Dr. Amin Sahib, Dr. Satish bhai, everything, everybody is. And I see your health also. You must be using every day. And you are the living example of this this digital technology.
Jagdish, we already written 2 books on that, no?
Yeah.
How to live healthy. You had mentioned some book in the latest book that you have written about aging and all that. I don't remember the author's name, but you have mentioned a big book which you read during your vacation. That is what I read. When you were vacationing, you went through the book and then you wrote this book.
Textbook of gerontology. That is 3,000 page textbook I read while I was on vacation. And then I wrote that book, Golden Years.
Great. Any other comments? Dr. Sulin has written about some Google TV and smart TV. I think he has mentioned about smart TV where you can project your phone onto the TV. I think he has commented on that, that old people can use this technology also to have a better view on a bigger screen.
To be very frank, to my own experience is that where I see around me or in my family or in my social medias, and when I meet with my geriatric patients also, see the transportation since last 10 years is that they want to live their life because of this old age. Whenever I give anesthesia to geriatric patients, then they're always demanding that, sir, can I use my music player on my ear when I'm anesthetized, if it is in spinal anesthesia or something like that. So I think that this is a very good message to all the old people or those even having a father and mother. Don't neglect them. Give them all the liberty to use any social media, whatever they. So this lecture is for that only.
Satish bhai.
Yes.
This lecture is wonderful positivity regarding people who are old but fit. But in my practice of 35 years, I have seen people who are on bed, who have not followed this. And the secret of taking care of these old age people is technology, but care, like incontinence, urinary problem, stool problem, inability to evacuate, and bed sores. And there also technology we are using, and we as general surgeons face most of the problems because physicians raise their hand, okay, we have taken care of blood pressure and things like that, correct? And when the patient is totally invalid, most of the general practitioners or with help of general surgeons or specialists, they take care of the old age people who actually have gone beyond all this and are suffering in the bed.
Very true.
Yeah.
So if there are not many, yes, Jagdish bhai, you want to say something?
No, what some said are problems of having a disability and being bedridden in the bed, and lots of nursing care and other requirements are there.
There I differ, sir. It is not the nursing care. It is the care of the doctor who knows about the thing and the use of technology, who guides the nurse to do like this. And maintenance of continence of urine and stool, even in awake patient and patient on walker, is very, very important and neglected by medical community.
Right, right. Anyway, we all look forward to very healthy and graceful aging for all of us. Thank you very much for being with us for this talk today morning. We meet next Saturday with Dr. Dhruville's talk on, he's going to talk about preservation, joint preservation through minimal invasive surgery. So another interesting talk is coming up next Saturday. So we meet again next Saturday. Thank you all. We end the meeting here. Thank you.